All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Down. 10 logo.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
General West.
On first down, Lawrence. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Rock it. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, go.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 15 line.
35's the mic. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
35's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
2.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, dude. Hey.
Let's go right here. 35's the mic.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This is Miller, complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Shit. Check 3, check.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
On 4th down, Patterson. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again, Lawrence. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Double time. 3 down.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. I'm ready.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Come on, set. 90 volts. No. Hey, hold it. Buccaneers 7. 44. Go.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go. Get that quarterback.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's caught off the deflection.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. On 4th down, Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52.
Hey, Charlie.
You got it.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme. So he
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, the 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Play action. Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Second and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, lock it. Get him. Check 37. Check 35.
Second and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. 30. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of time.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The big fella, 20, 10. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
30 base. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 18, Gator. Choose the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, orbit. Yes. 52. And let's pin the deep grip.
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
We got 6.
Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Packers 49, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
60 out long.
Watch the shit. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play that tight, D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
35's the back.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
35, Mike, 35. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
60 yards.
Hey, pick your game up.
Deep rip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at a 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points in. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him, check him.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town.
He's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey.
I got it. 45.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch.
Hey, zoom. Zoom.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st and 10, Lawrence completes it to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Yep. Hey.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Got it. Topper. Hard.
SOS.
Yes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
I'm coming after you.
I'm coming after you.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
44. Lead trip.
To throw again, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.